of the position of Scottish Secretary, now has the job. He's Lib Dem Danny Alexander, and we'll be talking to him in just a moment. Well, with David Cameron telling Alex Salmond he'll come to Scotland within 7 days, it's unlikely the First Minister will roll out the red carpet. But how will a country that gave the Tories a solitary parliamentary seat learn to love them? Well, first, let's recap on another momentous day here. Our Westminster correspondent David Porter reports.
24 hours ago, Jim Murphy was still calling the shots as Scottish Secretary. Today, the only Murphys with influence at the Scotland office in Whitehall are the builders digging up the pavement. Such is the speed of political change. Enter Danny Alexander, making the walk up Downing Street and through the famous Black Door. Loyal lieutenant to Nick Clegg, part architect of the coalition agreement, he's the new Scottish Secretary. Later, more walking still, this time to meet his new officials.
Thank you very much.
But the obvious question, why does someone who's in favour of abolishing the position of Scottish Secretary now want to do the job?
This government is based on a new idea about politics, that parties can work together. And we need to establish that same spirit between ourselves and the Scottish Government and the Scottish Parliament. That's why my first action in the job today was to have a very friendly phone conversation with the First Minister. That was the very first call I made taking up the job.
From political foe to political friends in a matter of hours. And the man who was Shadow Scottish Secretary is now having to play second fiddle.
I've always said that I would play whatever role David Cameron wanted me to play in the government. I was very, very supportive of this government coming into being, whatever the consequences for individuals. That's not what it's about. It's actually about being able to deliver good government for Scotland, and I'm very proud to be playing a part in that.
Those who've done the job know the challenges only too well.
It is an important office, and he has to remind Alex Salmond, of course, that he has a mandate in Scotland as an elected Lib Dem MP, but his biggest task is going to be convincing the voters of Scotland that the Lib Dems are acting in Scotland's interests when they quite clearly aren't.
Handshakes on the steps of Number 10 and later a joint news conference in the Downing Street Rose Garden. Critics say the coalition can't last and these two will become known as the Ant and Dec of politics.
We are here calling on David Cameron to withdraw the troops from Afghanistan.
And tonight, outside the security gates of Downing Street, demonstrators calling for British troops to be pulled out of Afghanistan. The politicians may change, the challenges don't. David Porter, reporting Scotland, Westminster.
So, who is Danny Alexander and what qualifies